Hi, my name is Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another pick a card reading, and I'm excited to do this reading today. I think it's going to be a great reading. So today we're doing, what is your magnetism? What makes you so magnetic? When are you most magnetic? What magnetizes you? Ooh, so this should be a great reading. I'm really excited to do this. So let me go ahead and show you the piles. Okay, so for pile 1, we have the clear quartz. Pile 2, we have the beautiful rhodonite. Rhodonite for pile 2. Pile 3, we have the kyanite. And last but not least, for pile 4, we have the desert rose. Desert rose for pile 4. As per usual, timestamps are in the description and in the comments, and any information you need about me if you'd like to book a reading. All the information can be found in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to the piles. I love you guys. I hope everyone is having a blessed, I guess, almost holiday season. I know we are almost at Halloween here in the United States. So I plan on doing a good Halloween read on Halloween night. Hopefully I'm able to do that. And yeah, I love you guys. Happy Samhain for those who celebrate. Yeah, love you guys. I'll see you guys in the piles. Boop. There we go. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the clear quartz, pile 1, this is your reading. What is your magnetism? What makes you so magnetic? So let's get into it. Yeah, so starting out, we have faith reverse and sexuality upright. Wow. Pile 1, I hear you make a non-believer a believer. I hear there's something about you that makes people want to believe again, believe in something they didn't know they had forgotten or almost forgotten in themselves. I feel that there's something very powerful here in your energy, something that it's almost like awakens people back to themselves, if that makes any sense. I hope I'm making some sense here. I can tell, pile 1, you are an extremely magnetic person. You are a highly magnetized individual. You have the sexuality card coming out next to the 8th house, baby. Wow. There is something very, and I mean very strongly attractive about you, and I feel people don't always know exactly what that is. I'm not saying that you're not a sexy beast, pile 1, because I am sure you are, but with this 8th house, it's almost like there's an air of mystery to you. There is something super charged, very powerful, but in a sense almost quiet and subtle even. And I'm not saying that means you're always quiet and always subtle, but it's almost like a loud presence even in silence. And I hope I'm making some kind of sense. It's almost like your presence is felt. As soon as you walk in the room, it's, people might not even, it's almost like that feeling of, like you might walk into a restaurant and even people with their backs turned sense something's changed in the energy, like, who's that? You know, like there's like a double take. There's a very powerful energy here. I feel that you have knowledge on certain subjects that other people are very intrigued by, and this is just channeling off of just a couple cards here, that there's other people are very intrigued by certain knowledge of things, that there's certain things you know, or people know that you know about, and it's very intriguing to them. People are very intrigued by you. Your magnetism comes in the power you hold, and it's not, and even though I see Mars here, which lets me know, ooh, Mars, sexuality, 8th house, oh yeah, your magnetism, there's something, people are very attracted to a certain power you have, a certain, your presence is very powerful. 8th house, sexuality, Mars, wow. I mean, this is very sexy energy. This isn't what makes you sexy reading, but this pile 1 is a very attractive, very sexy energy. Also, with this Gemini in reverse, I'm getting that you are probably selective on who you share your energy with, and people are very drawn to that. I think that there's almost like an exclusivity to you. I feel like that it's like your energy is by invitation only. It's like not anybody can access your energy. There's only select, and it's not about being. It's nothing about like a holier than thou, like too good for others. But it's more of a wisdom type of thing, where it's like, I know better than to just give anybody access to my energy, especially with this 8th house and visionary. Oh my goodness. You know things, you've experienced things, you see things, you see through things. And I think that gives, it's like, almost like knowing who to keep at bay. And then even I feel people who you feel are okay to let in, I'm getting this feeling that it's like you still keep a lot of people at bay for the purpose of preservation of your energy, of not letting your energy get drained. I feel you have, I'm getting there's a lot of spiritual activity around right now. I feel this is a highly psychic, very psychic pile. I'm also getting here, child nature, which is bringing me to, I feel this is that pile. Yeah, animals and children, right? Animals and children are very attracted to you. Yeah, there's a lot of high spiritual energy here. I'm also seeing here that there's something here about, it's something, okay, how do I explain this? It's the not inability to change, but the refusal to change to conform to society. Something about that here. There, even though I'm not seeing Uranus or Aquarius or 11th house up here, there's a feeling of that, not rebellious, but that kind of rebellious, yeah, like a rebel nature in the fact of, I don't care what everyone else is doing. I'm not. Like, I'm my own person. Very authentic. It's very authentic. It's not willing to budge to conform to other people's, it's like you don't get swayed to follow the crowd, if you know what I mean. And other people are very attracted to that. They're very drawn to that, is what I'm getting here. Also, ooh, the way he's looking over that. Yeah, I feel like your energy has probably even attracted the eye of, or attention, or even magnetically drawn people into you, even some unwanted attention or unwanted energies, people who you're like, like I could feel you all up in my energy and I don't know why you're here. You don't need to be here. I feel this is really an interesting channel I'm getting right here off this card. This might not be for everyone, and I feel like this energy started peeping up in the last reading I did as well. I think it might have even been pile 1 in that reading as well. But at some point, it might have even been caught the attention of certain groups or organizations, crowds. Hearing the word agency. Well, maybe there's a talent scout that has got attention on you. For some of you, maybe some of you, that's a really good thing. With agency, I'm hearing weird things. Travel agency. I don't know. I'm hearing even maybe some kind of a organization, an authority, something where for some of you, I feel there's been certain attention from people that you probably sense, but it's almost like, okay, I don't have the physical proof, but spiritually I know there's this kind of attention on me, if that makes sense. And that part might not be for everybody, but that's definitely for some of you here. Also, I feel that there's something here about that you don't run away from your problems, and it's like your magnetism, I feel like it grows. It's almost like, I'm trying to word this right. It's almost like you don't crush under pressure, and it's almost like that's when your magnetism almost like expands. Magnetically, certain things, solutions, synchronicities are automatically like drawn into your auric field, into your energy. I'm seeing here that you don't run away from problems. You handle bad news very well, and you don't get bent out of shape when things don't go as wished. And it's like almost like that only strengthens your aura. It's almost like it's harder for negative outside energies to penetrate into your energy because you become magnetized and strengthened in the face of adversity, if you will. Yeah, I feel you have a lot of magnetism, which affects, it's like you have a different outlook on things. I feel like you're constantly expanding your horizons. And also I feel there's something here again about this selectiveness with your energy. With this Ace of Wands, not anybody can get it. Ain't anybody can get it. Ain't anybody getting into your inner circle. And not anybody's able to come penetrate your energy. And that can translate in many ways, if you know what I mean. And I think that people sense that of you and it draws them to you even more. Even more. There's like, it makes an even stronger attraction. Like, you know, it's almost like when you know there's something you can't have and so then you want it more. It's like that. I'm also seeing here you are somebody who has a lot of class, a lot of poise. I'm hearing the word couth. Yes, there's a lot of, you're somebody who carries yourself with a lot of dignity. I see here too that you're somebody who's capable of doing well on your own or in a relationship, whether you're single or in a connection, that you don't lose your sense of self. And that is, there's a lot of, that attracts a lot of people find that very attractive, very magnetic, very, it's like you don't lose who you are, whether you're single or alone. It's also, people are, if you've ever been, I'm seeing for somebody here, this might not be for everybody, there might have been a situation where you chose to walk away from a certain connection that maybe was comforting or familiar, but you walked away in order to preserve your authenticity or your sense of self or your individuality, or to individuate. And people were very attracted to that. They found that people were very magnetized. It's like people were magnetized by a certain example that you set. And so then I guess on a more general level, people are magnetized by the example you set. There's some way that you lead your life that people find very attractive, very magnetic. Your authentic self is very magnetizing to others. Oh, just bit my cheek. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Also, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see that there's people here who see that it's not easy to get into your energy, and they almost wonder like, oh wow, did I miss out on an opportunity to get in close to pile one? Is there a reason they're not talking to me? Because they find themselves very drawn to you. Yeah. I feel this is things that it's like, and then people know that what they see though is what they get with you, but they know that there's more levels to you that they don't see, and that is very magnetic. That draws a lot of people and a lot of attention in, or people wanting to know more, leaving them like, there's like a certain thirst or hunger to like, there's more to pile one. What is it? I wish I knew. Like, and it's just like, people just are like, what is it? I wish I knew. Like, what is it? What are they up to? What are they doing? Why can't I stop thinking about pile one? You know, there's something like that here. I'm also seeing that your ability to let go of things. Why did I keep biting my cheek right there? That's weird. I was eating earlier and I was eating earlier and I bit my cheek, and then it's like, it hurts. And then it's like right now when I'm talking. Anyway, sorry. Sorry for the distraction. There it goes again. That's got to be a sign for something. It's on the left side. Something about a feminine energy. Okay, my bad. Enough distraction. So it's something about your ability to drop things. If you need, it's like your ability to let go of things in order to maintain balance in your life. It's like, okay, well, I wanted to hold on to doing this and that, but if it's going to throw me off balance, I'll just let it go. It's like you might have, some of you I feel have mastered the art of detachment. Yeah, and it's that there's a lot of psychic, there's just a plethora of psychic energy here. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. A visionary. We also have the moon in reverse. I mean, you see through so many things. I feel people are very intrigued by that, but also I feel that there are people that fear that. It's like It's like they're attracted to it, but they're scared of it a little bit about how much that you're able to see through and know about them, if that makes sense. So people are very drawn to it, but then at the same time, I feel some people might want to put up a guard, or not necessarily a guard, but they might be hesitant to come around if, like, say they've been up to something, because it's like, oh, pile one's going to know right away. Pile one's going to know. Pile one sees right through me. It's something like that here. So I hope this makes some kind of sense. I mean, there's just a lot of psychic energy here. I mean, visionary, 8th house, the moon in reverse. I mean, there's a lot of it. I hope this made a lot of sense. So 8th house energy, sexuality, you sexy beast, pile one, you're very magnetic. So yes, that's what I have for you today. I love y'all. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 2. If you're new here, I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. Bye. Love you. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Rhodonite. Pile 2, this is your reading. What is your magnetism? What makes you so magnetic, pile 2? So let's go ahead and get into it. As I lay these cards out, there's like messages kind of jumping out for me, jumping out at me all over the place. So I'm going to be jumping all over the place. So I hope I make some kind of sense, pile 2. Let's just jump right into it. I usually stop. Why am I getting tongue-tied? So interesting. What's going on in your energy? Wow. Okay, so I usually start at the top or the bottom, but over here is... we're going to start in the middle today. Okay. I think I feel a sneeze coming. Okay, it went away. Maybe it'll come back. Okay, sorry. Okay, there is something here in this pile that right away I was getting, that it's something about, there's something, people are drawn to you, are magnetized to you, are attracted to you, because there's something here about not being judgmental. It's like I feel this pile is somebody with a very clear, good, sound judgment. If somebody was going to play judge and jury, I think this would be a great pile to be in. With Libra, Sagittarius, there's higher knowing, there's fair-mindedness, but there's something here about not being judgmental of people who are going through karma. Might even be karma for things they did to you. And it's something here about not, and even if it's not people who did something to you, it's almost like you don't look down on people who are learning hard lessons. And people, I feel, are drawn to this about you. I feel you are highly magnetized by your beliefs and your higher knowing. I feel that you are very magnetized when you are teaching or learning about the things that you are passionate about, the things that ignite that spark, that fire in you. I feel you're somebody who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom about, either there might be something specific that you maybe even specialize in, or it's that you maybe you love to learn things, or you love to teach things. That there's something here where you're magnetized when you're doing those, it's like your philosophies magnetize you, and it gives you a higher knowing and a fair mind and an understanding. And it's because of that you have this clear judgment, or such a fair mind, so level-minded, so clear-minded, that you don't, it's like you have this higher knowing and understanding, that I see that you don't look down on people who are going through hard. It's like you don't turn your back on somebody just because they're learning a hard lesson. You don't look down on them or think of them of any difference. It's like you see the beauty in the lesson, or the beauty in what they're going through, that this is what's going to change them. There's like it's like almost like maybe even a compassion there. But I feel also at the same time, there's such a higher knowing about how these things work and the spiritual dynamics and mechanics behind it, that you also don't step in the way of somebody from getting their karma or their karmic lesson, because you know ultimately that's what's going to level people up, or that's what they need to change so they don't hurt other people. But even so, it's like you don't look down on them. That's the energy I'm really getting here. And these 3 cards, I don't know if my nails are going to let me pick these up, but And these 3 cards right here, you see? Come on, I believe in you. Okay. See with this rejected, reverse karmic lesson and the scales, there's a lot of understanding of the way lessons and karma works for people. There's a lot of not judging people or turning your back on them. There's a lot of like, you know, probably even being able to explain to people, this is why, I bit my cheek earlier when I was eating, and every time I bite down on it, it hurts if I start lisping. Try not to laugh at me too hard. You can, but you know. Okay, sorry about that. Anywho, yeah, but it's something here, it's like you could probably even like, if you might even have friends who are going through something, and you could probably break it down for them, like exactly why that's happening and how it's going to change them for the better. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm really getting there. Okay. Also, ooh, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff here. Okay, so let's keep going, pile 2. Violet flame, yeah. People are really attracted to, people can sense that something has changed within you. And they feel it all in your auric field. They feel it, they sense it, they know there's a light, a fire within you, but it's changing, it's upgrading. And I don't think the upgrade is fully done yet. I feel it's not that it's like you're becoming even more advanced than you already were. There's something changing here. I also see that people are very attracted to, there's something about when you're committed to something, I feel you're committed to it. Like you're the person who's going to see it through till the end. Now with union and commitment here, I'm getting till death do us part. And that doesn't necessarily have to be about marriage. And now for some of you very well could be that in a connection, you guys are loyal to the soil. Like that's it. You are ride or die. When you're with somebody, you're with them all the way. From the beginning to the end. Like, baby, I got your back, your front, and both your sides. And people, it's like who you are when you're in a connection is very magnetizing, I feel, to you and your partner. I also feel that, you know, and you can definitely be single. This could just be referred to when you are committed to somebody. You are there, like you right there, like you're by someone's side through and through. Very loyal, very committed. But I also am getting with this commitment that when you commit to something, you see it through. Like you are the person who, you will get the job done. Like you put your mind to something, it's a wrap. It might as well consider it done, and it's done. Pile 2 will make it happen. You know what I mean? There's something about that here that's very magnetic. Also, I feel that you're somebody who's really easy to get along with. You go, like you flow with people. You get people. People, you know, there's not, you're not somebody who's hard to get along with. I feel like you have probably, especially with the Sagittarius and the semi-sextile here, you've probably got great people skills. You might be, and I get this in, I've got this in a few readings now, somebody who's very well versed, very well read, well spoken, well traveled. Yeah. I think you understand, maybe even study different cultures, maybe different religions. There's a certain zest for life here, and it's very magnetic, very magnetizing. I feel you stand firm in your philosophies and are always up for you know, to learn something new. I don't think you hit a ceiling. Like people love that you know so much, I feel, but that you're not one of those people who's like, but I know it all. There's nothing you can tell me. You know what I mean? It's like there's the beautiful thing about learning, studying, research here, knowing a lot, having a lot of wisdom. I also see that I think you might be somebody who likes to perhaps, you have your creature comforts. You might like some of the more luxurious things. This might not be for everybody. It might be that, you know, you are actually very magnetized when you're in the comfort of whether it's your own home or when you're, you know, you could be the person who's at home in a robe or in boxers or just, and still be completely attractive. Like you look good. Like you could be dressed to the nines or in sweats, and pile 2, you look damn good. Like, you know, people are attracted to you. There's something very, draws people in. People like to be around you. People like to be around you. Or they want to be around you. It might not be that easy to get around you, but people would like to be. Yeah. I'm also seeing here that people who don't know you yet want to. I feel there's people who watch you and they feel like you'd be somebody who'd like be really cool to get to know, but they might not know you very well yet, but they watch and they're like, I feel like it's like that feeling like, man, I feel like I would just get along so well with pile 2. Like they seem like they're such cool people. Like they, you know, like people like the way you vibe. I'm also seeing you give great advice. Oh my God, you give great advice. Yeah, especially I was getting that earlier. People are your advice is magnetizing to others. The way you're able to give people clear insights, the way you're able to give people heads up, or hey, look out, there's caution here. Like, hey, you understand, right, that it's since you've been working at that job, you've been a different person because you're drained of energy, or hey, you know that person is what's draining your energy. Every time you come from being around that person, you're tired, you're irritated. It's like you point things out to people that they might not acknowledge at that moment, but later on I feel like go home at night and they think like, you know what? Fucking pile 2 is right. Pile 2 is right. It's like, and people are very magnetized by that. They're very drawn to that, very attracted to that. I also see that you're somebody who moves how you want to move. You express your free will as just what it is, free will. Like you're going to move in the direction you want to move in. And I think people are inspired by that. Very magnetic. Also, there's something here I'm seeing in this Vesica Pisces. I'm getting such different, interesting messages off the cards today than I usually get. There's something here in this Vesica Pisces about your ability to bring 2 opposing views together and find a happy medium. There might be that energy here where, especially with all this higher knowledge and fair-mindedness, where you'd be a great mediator, or people might even bring a problem to you or express even problems that you might have. I feel like this pile probably has people who are in, you know, connections who come to you and can vent to you about what's going on because they know you're going to give them a fair, unbiased point of view, like able to help them come to some kind of understanding without being overbearing or pushing your own perspective on them. Yeah, people are really, and it's like people, you have a way of helping people see things that they weren't able to see. It's like almost like as somebody from the outside looking in, you can point things out to people, and it makes your philosophies help to magnetize other people. And that's really fascinating. That is really fascinating. I know this is what is your magnetism, but your magnetism is almost like infectious to the point where it helps other people to be magnetized. It helps other people's auras to become strengthened. Yeah. I feel you're somebody who doesn't wait around for things that aren't going to work out. It's like, it's not going to pay off. I'm not doing it. Oh yeah, we have the Oracle of Pentacles here. And the imagery on here, I love this. She's very voluptuous. This is a true goddess right here. Whether you're male or female, there's real goddess energy here. This figurine right here is one of the original Venus figurines from, I think that this image is from, there's an actual figurine. It's one of the oldest, you know, like I think it's like a clay figure that they've ever found of the goddess Venus, and it's like something like 20,000 years old or something like that. It's like, doesn't even have like a head anymore. And look at how they shaped women back there. See all those beautiful curves? You could be somebody who's got some voluptuous, beautiful curves, but whether you're male or female, that part I know doesn't have to apply to everybody. This reading is still for you, but there's something here about the expression of yourself. You have, it's like, it's very pure. You see the honeycomb in the background. This is goddess energy. This is, and if you're a male, this is somebody who's very in touch with it. This is somebody who doesn't, getting card stuck. I'm sorry about that distraction. This is somebody who doesn't have an unhealed feminine energy with them. This is very divine energy. This is goddess energy. And as a man, You're somebody who awakens the goddess in other females, and boy, are they attracted to that. Boy, are they attracted to that. That is so magnetizing. Oh my God. Look at that. The moon to the Queen of Wands to the Devil. Four of Swords reverse. Five of Cups. Yeah, oh boy. Boy, there are people who you might still deal with or might not even talk to anymore. Some of them might have even been people you just only had as acquaintances, and some of them might have been, serious connections, maybe even friends. But there are people who obsess over you, pile 2. And I mean obsess over you. There are people who, especially the ones from the past, who actually lost sleep and were really, there are people who obsess you to the point where they're like, I can't believe I fumbled that. I can't believe I let that go. I can't believe it's like they might not have seen it right away. But there are people, oh my God, this devil to the fucking moon. Pardon my French. Where'd that come from? Wow. Okay, yeah, there are people who completely obsess over you. There are people who feel like they don't know how to approach you. There are people, male or female, there are people who are highly attracted to your energy. Highly attracted to your energy. People find you because you're so in tune with your energy, to your innermost, like truest divine energy, that people obsess over you and they wonder if you know. There's probably a lot of people who out of nowhere you sense them in your energy and it's like, okay, that's weird. I haven't heard from this person in so long. Like, why are they popping up all in my energy? Like, I could feel them. Like, I know they're thinking about me. I could tell they're thinking about me. There's no reason they should be popping up in my mind this much. Like, I know this because they're obsessing. And they can't even figure it out. Some of them, especially with this moon, they might even think like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what it is why I can't get pile 2 out of my mind. But they're so magnetically drawn to you that they almost feel like, my God, was this some kind of like, I'm hearing Nina Simone, I'll put a spell on you. Like they wonder because they can't get you off your mind. Now, for some of you, this will be one specific person. For others of you, I feel these are multiple people, definitely. Yeah. And then going back up to here, there's something here about, I think you've been through many experiences in your life where you were not permitted to move forward until you gained some kind, it's almost like there were some things that went on within you where you knew you had not a head over heart decision to make, but perhaps a head over heart decision seemed easier to make, but you had to come to a place where it was like, am I going to do what I think is right or am I going to follow my heart? And it's like these experiences shaped you to give you some kind of higher wisdom. It's like you have a higher knowing and understanding of how things work, and it gives you a much more unbiased, unjudgmental point of view and perspective. And people, I feel, are so drawn to that about you. I think other people, not other people, but people wonder like, why am I getting so tongue-tied right now? It's so interesting. Not in Mercury retrograde yet. Okay. But yeah, people are like, it's like they're wondering like how you were able to develop those kinds of skills. Like, how did you cultivate that ability to like understand things the way you do? And I feel it's from experiences and it's like, this is just somebody, I'm getting tongue-tied and I don't know why. Very interesting. Give me 1 second. There's people who get tongue-tied around you. For somebody here, there's somebody in your energy who wants to tell you something and they don't know how and they're getting tongue-tied. Somebody wants to tell you something. I don't know if this will be for all of you, but I feel there's somebody who feels they need to express something to you and they don't know how. And every time they feel like they want to tell you, they get choked up. Okay. Now that that's out, like I was saying, sorry. Yeah. But people really are drawn and attracted to the things you know, your wisdom, and your ability to see things so clearly and be so knowledgeable on so many things without looking down on others. So that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I love y'all. If you're new here, I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. I'm going to take it to Pile 3. Love ya. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Kyanite, Pile 3, this is your reading. What is your magnetism? And Pile 3, right away, I put these cards down and there was just a certain theme. I mean, I really don't normally start channeling until I turn the camera on, but sometimes there's certain cards because I just grab the decks, you know, I pick them up, shuffle them around, some jump out and I lay them out and then I get into the reading, but I couldn't help but. Pile 3, you know what your magnetism is? You're a good person. You're like, Pile 3, you're good people. I'm not even lying when I say I almost got a tear in my eye. Like, Pile 3, you're a good person. Whether you're a man or woman, you're a good friend. You're good to you're a good family member. If you're a mom or dad, you're a great mom or dad. Your magnetism is people know people know that you are good people. And people know you are good people. Like it's the kind of energy where if someone was to speak bad on you, the person who's hearing it is going to be like, man, that's really not Pile 3. Like Pile 3, people know you're not a bad person. People know. If any of you experienced some kind of crazy crap in the past where there was things that were, people know, deep down, people know that you're a good person. You're a good, and you are. I see it here. Your magnetism is in the love that you have and the love that you have shown to others. Like, this is like, and I mean, like, you are a genuine soul. You are a genuine soul. You are good people. I could tell you are good to people. I'm also seeing here that, you're really good at connecting with people. You have a way of connecting with people where they feel seen and heard. Yeah. I feel there's been many situations where you treated people with love regardless of what they had or what they had to offer back. Yeah. Taurus reverse, first house reverse. You didn't care about your reputation and the fact of like, well, you know, I don't care if this person has nothing. I'm still going to go hang out with them. Like, I don't care if people like, why are you hanging out with them? Like, they don't got, no, like, it's never for you. And then people know you're good. It's like we have 10th house reputation, Pisces and Aquarius. Right away what I'm getting from both of those is that they both have something very humanitarian about them. Very humanitarian. It's very much about, like, you are truly one of the people who try to look and do things to help, like, for the greater good of others. Like, you will help people. You will genuinely be there for them. If someone needs help, like, and they ask you and you're able to help them, like, you're the person who will, like, extend and, you help. People know you're good. Like, I keep seeing it over and over. I'm also seeing here, mediator in reverse. Is this something, okay, yeah, this is something about and not caring about what other people have to say, whether it's about you or about other people. It's like, it's kind of like that energy, like, I don't care what I hear about somebody, I'm going to get to know them myself, because I understand that people lie. It's like, when no one else would give someone a chance, you, or would help but Pile 3 came through. You know, it's something like that here. Yeah, over and over again. Unconditional love. There's also something here very special, especially with this Aquarius and I almost called it Anunnaki, where it's having a higher knowledge and with at a higher perspective to be able to see things from both. Oh, I bit my cheek earlier when I was eating, so if I start lisping, it's because I hurt myself. Sorry. I've been saying that in every pile, because in every pile there's been a point when I started to lisp a little bit because I bit my cheek earlier. Anyways, sorry for the distraction, but it's something here about being able to see things from both sides of a coin. Like if there's a problem or a disagreement, it's like, okay, well, I'm willing to see what, I'm willing to look at this from yours. I'm willing to put myself in your shoes to see where you're coming from. It's like there's something here very understanding. It's very optimistic. It's very empathy. There's a lot of empathy. There's a lot of unconditional love and empathy. There's a lot of, being very, a lot of sincerity here. A lot of genuine love, understanding, compassion, being a good person to people. I feel like this is the kind of energy where you guys are good to even strangers. It's like, it doesn't have to be someone you know. It's like you're a good person to people because that's who you are. You're good people. You're a good person. You're a genuine human being. Yeah, I really like this energy. Very unique, very different from pile 1 and pile 2. This is where your magnetism lies. This is what people are drawn to you, attracted to you, because it's not as common these days to come across somebody who's a genuinely good person. And I'm not saying that everyone's bad people, but some people are really nice and and they're not bad people, but they're still, maybe I'll just say it to be nice, that there's a lot of people out there who are just supposed to say are still finding themselves, not awake yet. In the spiritual community, there's a lot more of us. Oh, there I go again. Sorry. I bit myself so hard earlier. Eating a chicken wing at that. I'm sorry. There's just people who are still finding themselves. But I feel like you're somebody who truly knows yourself, and you're very much a sincere soul. A very genuine, kind, loving soul. And this is where your magnetism lies. It's the love you hold in your heart for yourself and for others. Oh, gosh, sorry. Okay, so also I'm seeing here that you're also somebody who's very present in the moment. You're somebody who's not stuck on things from the past. I feel like you're also, with this 8 of Swords to 9 of Cups in the moment. There's something here about, if somebody comes to you and they're having problems, say, like, especially if you have friends who are going through something, they know they can come to you and you're going to get them out of being stuck in that head, out of that mentality where like, oh my God, everything's going wrong. No, I can't get out of this. Like, if somebody's really going through something, there's something almost magical, especially with this Pisces energy right up here and this Aquarius energy and this love, and this in the moment where you take somebody from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Cups energy where it's like, oh, I guess life's not that bad. It's like you're able to show them love or be there for them to where it's like, okay, like, God, I feel better now. Thank you, pile 3. Thank you for getting me out of my head. Like, there's this, that is trust me, that is a gift. And it's very magnetic, very special. I'm seeing here too, people know you're not a sneaky, deceiving type of person. People know you're not fake. They know you're not a thief. They know that you've been through a lot in your past. And they know that you've been through a lot of things where people didn't show you the same love back that you gave to them. Yet you're still a very genuine soul. And that is where your magnetism is. That people know that the things that happened to you in the past didn't break you, but that you maintained love, sincerity, being a good person. And it's very magnetic. It's very magnetizing. It's a very positive, evolved being here in this pile. Yeah. And people know that you're the kind of person that people look at as like, wow, that's like a good, like, you'd be a great to have a family with, or, or this is the kind of person who's the kind of, they know you're you're the kind of person who would make great husband or wife material, because they know that they wouldn't have, like, if they were with you, like, for life, like, they're not going to have to worry, like, you're not going to do them dirty. You'd make a really good partner, a great lover. I think a lot of people view you as a soulmate. I really do. I think a lot of people, and I feel that on multiple levels, not just romantic. I feel people feel drawn and connected to you in a way where there's like that a friend soulmate, a family soulmate, a past life soulmate. Like, people feel truly genuine heart connections to you. And it's this is your magnetism. This is where people are so drawn. I feel there's a lot of people who are very awe-inspired by the genuine person that you are. Genuinely, Pile 3, I can tell you are genuinely a good person. You are a good friend. You are a good lover. You are a good partner. You are loyal. You are sincere, and you genuinely, when you do something for someone, it's from the heart. I don't see anything here about any kind of ulterior motives. I love this. I love this energy. This is a very pure-hearted, very love, like this, like your love, when you give love, it is real. And I love this energy. So I love this for you. If this resonated, I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I love y'all. I'm going to take it to pile 4. Ooh. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the beautiful desert rose, pile 4, this reading is for you. What is your magnetism? So let's get right into it. So, hi, pile 4. As I was laying these cards down, I might just kind of jump all over the place here, but your magnetism, pile 4, I would have to say lies in your realness. The way there's a lot of, you know who you are. You have a lot, your magnetism lies in your realness and in your strength. There is a lot of strength in this pile. There's a lot of not faking the funk. Like, it's, okay, so let me go ahead and just get up here. Immunity, recognition, and assistance. Yeah, this pile, your magnetism really, what draws people to you, what is very attractive to people, it's what you see is what you get. You are truly who you are. You are not trying to be anyone else. You are not confused about who you are and what you want. In this pile, this is the energies I'm seeing. This is where your magnetism is. I also see that you're somebody who really does appreciate things. You value things that are good. Like, you know, when somebody's good to you, you appreciate it. You also appreciate things that are valuable, that are worth, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what's a good investment. You are good to those who are good to you. There's a lot of that here. There's also, wow, Venus coming out twice. I'd say this is a very magnetic pile. This is a very attractive pile. I think people are very attracted to you. People are very magnetically drawn to you. I also am seeing here that there's something here about giving credit when credit's due also. It's like, and I feel people want to do that too. This is a very two-way street. Like, I feel, yeah, you're somebody who will give credit when it's due to people, but there's also this, people recognize the realness in you. People, it's like almost like people can't deny that the strength that you have, that the ability that you know who you are. Also, there's something here about also, you know, doing things on your own. This is, it's almost like a very self-made energy. Like, yeah, I got it out the mud. I did this myself, or I did it from the ground up. Or with help from nobody. Nobody gave me help, and I still got up and did it. I make things happen on my own. It's not so much feeling the energy like I don't know how to ask for help, or it could be that you don't like to ask for help, but it's that energy like, regardless, I'm gonna get it done. I don't, with or without anyone's help, I'm gonna do it. Saturn, Sun, Pisces in reverse. This is a lot of strength. This is tried and true. This is, you know, what's tried and true, tested with time and time again. It's like, you know how to do things. You know how to do things right. You just felt something on me. Is it a spirit? Hello. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, this is very out in the open. What you see is what you get. There's no faking the funk. You're somebody who's true to yourself. You stand true in your convictions. You stand for what you believe in. You stand for what's right. You know what's right. You'll speak up about what's right. This is something too about, and I feel in relationships, you're not a weirdo and you're not controlling, and it's not what you're looking for either. People know that you're a good person, that you're good to the people you're in connections with, that you appreciate, you know how to show appreciation, you know how to show love. But without there's something here about, there's not, with this Capricorn and Aquarius in reverse, it's something about not being controlling or wanting to be controlled. There's no weirdo vibes here. Now, there's such thing as good weirdos out there, and I know this because I like to think of myself as one, but that's not the kind of weird I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, I think you get what I mean. Like, people know, like, people know you're good. People know you're a good person to be with. There's also a lot of strength in your character. You're not one to be charmed or swayed easily either. Also, I feel people are really drawn to your guidance. People know, like, if they're in a problem, they can look to you for help because you have a very, it's like they know, it's like people recognize you as being a real one. Like, they know, like, oh, go ask pile 4. I almost want to call you pile 1. Interesting, huh? But yeah, no, people know, like, okay, yeah, pile 4 is the one to go to. They can help. This person, pile 4 is strong. They know how to get out of things. They are strong. They're not going to back down. They'll come through. There's also something here about not wanting to be, it's like, don't involve me. It's like when people not wanting to be involved in no drama, no gossip. Like, it's like people know better than to pull you into that. People know you don't want to be involved in it. People know you're the wrong one to try to bring into it. It's like, why are you telling me this about that person? Why are you guys even talking about them? They're not even here right now. It's like that kind of energy. Also, I'm seeing something here about there's something here about with the connections. It's like you sound so strong in who you are. You're so authentic to who you are, so real to who you are, that it's like, I don't care. I'm going to be with who I want to be with. I'm going to go after the job I want. I'm going to pursue I'm going to pursue what I'm passionate about. If I want to be with that person, then that's what I'm going to go after. I don't care what anybody thinks or has to say about it. There's something here about that kind of energy. Also, it's not caring what people say. It's not liking rumors. People also look at you as also, they could tell you're a really good family person. You're a really good family person. Very caring, very genuine, very sincere, very loving. Even though there's so much strength here, there's still love. It's not like a cold, hard strength. It's not even like intimidating. It's just something about being very authentic to who you are, not conforming to what others want you to be. A lot of strength. It's like people know you're a real one. There's a lot of strength here, a lot of individuality, a lot of knowing who you are, and definitely it's like leadership. There's a lot of leadership energy here too. I'm also seeing with this, I feel that you're very patient when it comes to going after what you want. I feel also people look at you as somebody who is the kind of person who will be real with people to the point where you're going to tell somebody what it is and what it ain't. This is like if somebody comes to you with a sob story, like, oh God, where they're just kind of, it's like you'll hear them vent, you'll hear them out, you'll hear them vent, but I feel in this energy, you're the kind of person who's going to be real with them, like, you're not really stuck there, right? Like, if you want to get up and leave, you can get up and leave, and it's kind of like that energy, or if you want to vent, I'm all ears, but you do know though that you aren't really stuck there. Like, if you want to leave that situation, you can, and this is how you could do it, and I'll help you do it when you're ready, but it's just like one of those situations where people know you're gonna just keep it a buck with them. You're going to keep it all the way real. You're not going to sugarcoat nothing. You're just going to honesty is always the best policy, and you're going to give it to somebody real. Like, you're going to be straight up with them. Yeah, and it's something here where, you know, it's like you're not going to sit there and give people the opportunity to treat you less than what you deserve to be treated then. People are this is where your magnetism is. It's in your strength. It's in your honesty. It's in your realness. People admire that about you. I think there's other people who are still learning more and more about themselves. Maybe people who know you, who are still getting to know themselves and don't know how to be as authentic or true to themselves. And they are very attracted to how strong you are in your convictions, how well you know yourself, how you will stand your ground for who you are, how you are still carrying love, how you are compassionate, but yet at the same time, you're there for people. You're still loving. It's like, it's not a cold, hard strength. It's not a shaming other people's strength or an overbearing strength. It's the strength of being real and real to who you are and like what your needs and wants are and keeping it real with others. This is your magnetism. This is where your magnetism is. This is what other people are very attracted to you. So I love y'all. I hope this resonated and made some kind of sense. And if you're new here, I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next reading.